Have you ever envisioned yourself as the individual who effortlessly commands attention upon entering a room, radiating an irresistible charm that draws people towards you like moths to a flame? The pursuit of becoming the best version of yourself, a truly irresistible person, transcends superficial tricks or fleeting tactics. It's a journey of cultivating your inner self, nurturing qualities that emanate genuine magnetism. What truly makes someone irresistible lies in the convergence of internal and external attributes, intertwining to forge a magnetic presence that captivates and inspires. In a world characterized by relentless activity and constant distractions, the challenge of standing out and forging genuine connections can often seem daunting. Moments arise when the burdens of the world weigh heavily upon our shoulders, casting shadows across our horizons. Yet, amidst these tempests, it's crucial to remember that we are not solitary travelers on this path. Embracing this understanding, we embark on a transformative exploration of Stoic philosophy, unveiling profound lessons that empower us to cultivate an irresistible presence, radiating confidence, security, and authentic charm. Prepare to be captivated as we delve into strategies and insights that will reshape your perception of self-worth and elevate your ability to connect meaningfully with others in any situation. These transformative principles, akin to bursts of inspiration for the soul, serve as potent reminders that adversity is but a temporary obstacle and that true strength resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. Whether navigating the aftermath of a personal crisis, enduring a challenging breakup, or simply seeking a revitalizing boost for your daily life, these timeless principles will accompany you throughout your journey, providing unwavering support and guidance. These lessons transcend mere empty words. They are invaluable instruments for navigating the intricate landscape of personal relationships, offering practical wisdom for fostering genuine connections and cultivating a life of purpose and fulfillment. Open your heart and mind to their transformative power, allowing them to permeate your being, nourish your spirit, and elevate your mood. Together, we can transmute darkness into light, discovering the resilience and fortitude to move forward, embracing life's challenges with grace and unwavering determination. The cornerstone of irresistible charm lies in the value of authenticity in the journey of life. Embracing authenticity is not merely a characteristic or superficial adornment. It stands as the purest expression of an individual's truth, a living manifesto of their inalienable convictions and values. An irresistible individual not only projects confidence, but also possesses a deep understanding of themselves and the world around them. This authenticity manifests itself in the way you interact with others, in your words, and in your actions. In this context, being authentic transcends simply standing out from the crowd due to uniqueness. It signifies a courageous invitation to delve deeply into your inner self, emerging not with a mask shaped by the expectations of others, but with your true face sculpted by unique experiences and personal beliefs. Imagine entering a room and instead of trying to impress everyone, you simply present yourself as you are, sharing your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly. People will be drawn to your sincerity and genuineness, which will make them want to get to know you better. Authenticity is like a magnet, attracting those who value sincerity and depth. The process of self-discovery and self-affirmation is not a straight path free of obstacles. It is a dynamic journey full of unexpected curves and challenges that test our determination and require constant introspection and resilient courage to remain true to your own essence. On this journey, constant introspection becomes our compass, guiding us inward to better understand who we are and what values define us, even when the storms of doubt and conformity try to divert the path. Think of a time when you were pressured to conform to someone else's expectations. How did it make you feel? Now, imagine resisting that pressure and staying true to yourself. How does that feel? It is empowering to choose to be yourself, even when it is difficult. Authenticity attracts those who value sincerity and depth, not only as admirable qualities, but as fundamental pillars for building meaningful human relationships. These connections, rooted in mutual trust and reciprocal respect, transcend the superficiality of everyday interactions, creating bonds that are both safe havens and spaces for growth and inspiration. When authenticity permeates every aspect of an individual's life, radiating into their actions and interactions with the world, not only is their personal image strengthened in society, but a profound transformation in the concept of social influence also occurs. True influence is measured by the lasting impact an authentic being can have on the hearts and mind around them, inspiring others to embark on their own quest for authenticity. Furthermore, the importance of image, expressing your essence through clothing, becomes paramount. Expressing your essence through clothing is like weaving a tapestry of silent manifestations that speak loudly about who you are. Every garment we choose, every tone we adopt, and every texture we correct become brushstrokes of our identity on the canvas of fashion. It's not simply about covering the body, but about communicating to the world, without words, our essence. In our daily lives, we can observe how the act of dressing becomes an expression of our inner being. For example, a person who chooses bright colors and bold prints may be conveying their energy and vitality, while someone who prefers neutral tones and classic cuts may be reflecting their serenity and elegance. Every wardrobe choice is an opportunity to reveal deeper aspects of our personality and values. Imagine waking up in the morning and choosing an outfit that makes you feel confident and powerful. How does it affect your mood and your interactions with others throughout the day? In this sense, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, do not ask if these are the best ways to do it, if you're doing it with your whole being. This quote invites us to reflect on authenticity in our actions, including how we express ourselves through our clothing. By aligning our external expression with our internal truth, we not only genuinely present ourselves to the world, but we also cultivate greater internal harmony. Fashion, then, is not just a matter of superficial appearance, but a visual language that allows us to communicate our deepest identity. By dressing according to our values and beliefs, we not only strengthen our self-awareness, but we also attract people and opportunities that resonate with our essence. Ultimately, every wardrobe choice, every bold combination, and every style detail invites us to delve deeper into the richness and complexity of our own personal narrative. Think about your favorite item of clothing. What does it say about you? Moreover, perfecting the art of nonverbal communication immerses us in the vast universe of human interaction, where words take a backseat and nonverbal cues take center stage. It's like sailing in a deep and sometimes turbulent ocean, where currents of gestures and glances reveal more than we could imagine. Visualize this scene. You enter a meeting room and meet a group of people. Instantly, their glances, the way they communicate with each other, their gestures, whether open and receptive or closed and distant, speak without uttering a word. Their facial expressions give you clues about their emotions and disposition toward you and others. It's like you can read their thoughts without them needing to verbalize them. On this journey of discovery, every gesture, every look, every facial expression becomes an opportunity to deepen the connection with others and with oneself. Nonverbal communication, that ancient and subtle language that we transmit through gestures, facial expressions, body posture, and tone of voice, is a fascinating aspect of human interaction. The Stoics, with their emphasis on virtue and virtuous living, offer us profound insight into the importance of mastering this silent language. As Seneca said, the expression on our face must be modest and show peace and serenity. This should be a reflection of our authenticity and our willingness to relate to the world in a genuine way. Think about how you can improve your nonverbal communication skills. For example, you can practice maintaining eye contact, smiling warmly, and using open body language. How do these small changes affect your interactions with others? Furthermore, nonverbal communication is not limited to face-to-face interaction. In the digital world, our virtual gestures also speak for us. From the use of emoticons to the choice of images on social media, every choice communicates something about our personality and our intentions. By honing our nonverbal communication, we not only improve our interpersonal skills, but we also strengthen our self-confidence and our presence in the world. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery and adaptation, where each gesture becomes a masterpiece of human connection. Mastering nonverbal communication is more than a skill. It's an art that allows us to express our deepest essence and welcome the world with openness and authenticity. It's like becoming the conductor of a symphony of gestures and looks, where each note resonates with a melody of human connection. In addition to nonverbal cues, etiquette and good manners are essential aspects of being irresistible. In the fascinating setting of everyday life, where social interactions become intriguing and complex theatrical, etiquette and good manners stand like shining stars. Imagine this scene. You find yourself at an elegant dinner surrounded by people from different backgrounds and cultures. Your ability to stand out with courtesy and grace not only sets you apart from the crowd, but also makes you the perfect host. In this context, let me share a quote from the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who said, "First express to yourself what you are, and then do what you have to do." This maxim resonates deeply in the field of etiquette, as it reminds us of the importance of knowing and respecting our own virtues before trying to influence the world around us with our behavior. Now imagine another scenario. You're in a work meeting where opinions are divided and tension is palpable. At this point, your ability to practice etiquette and good manners becomes an emotional lifeline that smooths rough edges and promotes constructive dialogue. But etiquette goes beyond formal events, even into the most mundane interactions, like giving way to someone on the street or expressing gratitude for a small gesture. Its transformative power creates an invisible but resilient fabric that unites society in a network of mutual respect and empathy. Practicing etiquette and good manners is, in essence, embracing this philosophy, as it allows us to cultivate stronger and more meaningful relationships while freeing our minds from the superfluous. Etiquette and good manners are not limited to a set of rigid and formal rules. They are rather the art of living in harmony with others and with oneself. It's about cultivating an attitude of respect, consideration, and empathy that allows us to navigate social interactions in a fluid and pleasant way. Furthermore, living in the present becomes a refuge of authenticity and human connection amidst the dizzying pace of modern life, caught between the whirlwind of distractions and the relentless pursuit of productivity. Imagine this act as a shining beacon in the darkness of a tumultuous sea. As the waves of obligations and worries beat relentlessly, it's here that genuine presence emerges as a point of calm and clarity that invites us to anchor our minds and hearts in the present. Being truly present is not limited to occupying physical space. It's a much deeper experience that involves completely immersing yourself in the current moment, connecting with others on a deeper level. Physical presence simply means being in a certain place. Instead, true presence involves a conscious and active connection with our environment and with the people around us. It's a mindfulness that allows us to experience the world with greater intensity and meaning. Think about a time when you were fully present in the moment. What did you notice? How did it make you feel? In this sense, as Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely expresses it, life shrinks or expands in direct proportion to our courage. By cultivating genuine presence in our lives, we not only become more conscious witnesses to their meaning and the beauty found in everyday details, but we also honor the time and presence of others as precious and irreplaceable resources. Ultimately, as Marcus Aurelius, another prominent philosopher, stated, "The secret of all existence is not in living, but in knowing why one lives." In this sense, the practice of genuine presence allows us to discover the deepest purpose of our existence, the authentic connection with ourselves and with others. Embracing the courage to live in the present moment leads us to fully embrace the shared experience, recognizing its intrinsic value and transformative potential through active listening. Imagine, for example, a conversation with a loved one where, instead of being distracted by the constant buzzing of cell phones or worries about the past or the future, we surrender completely to the presence of others. In that sacred space of active listening and full attention, we not only hear the words spoken, but we also perceive the emotions that beat behind each phrase, thus establishing a bridge of understanding and empathy. This bridge strengthens human ties. This practice of presence, then, becomes an act of resistance in a world that constantly urges us to disperse our attention and fragment our experiences. It's a return to the very roots of human interaction, where the art of listening is elevated to the status of a sacred act, capable of breaking down the walls of miscommunication and fueling the flame of genuine connection. You can practice active listening by letting your gestures and expressions communicate your attention and empathy toward others, even in moments of silence. Another option would be to work on your body language, making sure to convey confidence and serenity in every movement you make. Like Epictetus, the famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Learn to be indifferent to what does not depend on you." This teaching can be applied to your goal of cultivating quiet charm by focusing on what is within your control, such as your attitude and actions. You will be able to radiate a powerful and authentic presence in any situation. To continue building an aura of irresistible charm, it is essential to not reveal everything about yourself. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, withholding certain details about oneself becomes a delicate dance between authenticity and the preservation of sacred inner space. Imagine an alchemist carefully dosing his ingredients, like a pinch of stardust, which adds a spark of magic to the connection woven between two souls. It's not simply about hiding the truth, as in a game of hide and seek, but about masterfully weaving our own story, allowing the light of our essence to filter in gradually and serenely, like a stream winding between stones on its way to the sea. Take the example of a couple who get to know each other. Instead of revealing all the details of their lives at once, they choose to share experiences little by little. The process of getting to know someone through deep and meaningful conversations is like opening the pages of a book whose stories unfold little by little. Each word, each idea shared reveals a new chapter in each person's narrative, creating a deeper and more authentic bond, enveloping both in an intimate and welcoming atmosphere. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you what matters. It is how you react." This quote resonates in the context of relational authenticity and reminds us that it's not so much about the amount of information we share, but the quality of our response to what is revealed. By maintaining a certain degree of mystery, we not only preserve the uniqueness of our own story, but we also invite our life partner to embark on a journey of mutual discovery, like explorers in search of hidden treasures on an unknown island. Think about how you can create a sense of mystery in your interactions with others. For example, you can share a few intriguing details about yourself without revealing everything. How does this affect the other person's interest in you? In everyday life, this is reflected in how we relate to friends, family, or coworkers. Instead of overwhelming you with all the details of our existence in a single conversation, we choose to share meaningful moments and anecdotes that reveal deep aspects of our personality, like pieces of a puzzle that slowly reveal the whole picture. This approach not only strengthens the bonds between us and those around us, but it also allows us to preserve our very essence as guardians of a priceless treasure that we share with those worthy of discovering it. Additionally, the search for knowledge plays a significant role in cultivating irresistible charm. To immerse yourself in the fascinating ocean of literary culture is to embark on an endless journey towards a universe of letters and wisdom. It's like venturing into remote territories, immersing yourself in bygone eras, and contemplating the various facets of human existence from multiple perspectives. Delving into the richness of cultures through literature, by learning languages or following current affairs, we not only arm ourselves with knowledge, but we also equip our minds with the necessary tools to appreciate the immensity of human diversity. Imagine for a moment walking through bustling markets through the pages of a book, savoring the aromas and colors of Moroccan culture without leaving home, or delving into the melancholy of 19th century Russia through the works of Tolstoy, feeling the weight of history on your shoulders as you immerse yourself in the intrigues and passions of Russian society. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Never say that you have studied enough, because there is always something new to learn." This quote especially resonates in the context of our constant search for knowledge through literature. In every book, every story, every culture, it offers us a new lesson, a spark of understanding that enriches our vision of the world. Cultivating a curious mind eager for discovery is like opening the doors to a vast universe of possibilities. It's learning to appreciate the nuances of different cultures and languages and understanding that diversity is the true treasure of humanity. It means letting go of a narrow view and opening ourselves to the full picture of the human experience. Think about how you can expand your knowledge and cultural awareness. For example, you can read books from different cultures, learn a new language, or travel to new places. How do these experiences change your perspective on the world? The development of a literary culture is not limited to the mere accumulation of knowledge. It's a profound experience that transforms our perception of the world and connects us with the essence of humanity. It's a journey toward refined sensitivity, where we learn to appreciate the beauty and diversity, cultivate deep empathy for different perspectives, and build bridges of understanding between cultures and people. As Seneca says, like life is like a book that we must read carefully to fully understand its true meaning. Literature opens the doors to a universe of voices and narratives, each with its own history, culture, and way of seeing the world. By immersing ourselves in these pages, we become travelers who travel across distant geographies, explore different eras, and experience contrasting realities. In our pursuit of knowledge through literature, we not only become more informed and understanding citizens of the world, but we also enrich our own lives with the beauty and wisdom we find on every page of a book. Expanding upon knowledge, the value of empathy and compassion are crucial for creating a magnetic presence. Immersed in the hustle and bustle of human relationships, empathy and compassion emerge as radiant sparkles in the vast universe of interpersonal connections. They're like golden threads that intertwine hearts, weaving the very essence of what it means to be truly connected to another human being. The ability to connect with others on an emotional level is another essential element of attractiveness. An irresistible person is empathetic and understanding, which makes them someone with whom you can trust and share meaningful experiences. In the art of empathy, we immerse ourselves in the ocean of others' emotions, riding the waves of others' experience, feeling the weight of their joys, their sadnesses, and their fears. It's as if we are walking hand in hand through the grass, feeling the grass under our feet. Compassion, on the other hand, is the fire that burns in our hearts when we witness the suffering of another being. It's the impulse that induces us to extend a helping hand, to offer comfort and unconditional support in the deepest moments of need. It's like being a burning flame in the darkness, lighting the way for those who walk through valleys of shadow and pain. In everyday life, empathy and compassion manifest themselves in countless ways. It's the kind smile we share with a stranger on the street, the gesture of listening attentively to a friend who needs to vent, the hand that reaches out to pick up someone who has stumbled on the road. Knowing how to recognize and manage your own emotions, as well as those of others, allows you to create more meaningful relationships. Empathy, the ability to listen, and compassion are irresistible qualities. These small, everyday actions make the world a warmer and more welcoming place. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, first think if it is necessary, then do it with serenity. Next, it is essential to embrace the joy of healthy humor to create irresistible charm. Humor is not just a social tool. It's an elixir for the soul, a force that illuminates even the darkest corners of our lives. So why not embrace the joy of humor and weave deeper and more meaningful conceptions. Intelligence and humor are qualities that enrich interactions and make someone's company even more pleasant. An irresistible person is capable of stimulating the mind and making others laugh. Humor, often seen as mere entertainment, has a deeper role in Stoic philosophy. For the Stoics, humor was a valuable tool for dealing with life's challenges, cultivating resilience, and finding inner peace. The Stoics recognize that life is full of ups and downs. We face difficulties, losses, and disappointments that contest our mental strength. In this context, humor emerges as a powerful antidote. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Life is like a drama. Choose the role you want to play and do it to the best of your ability." Humor allows us to adopt a more flexible and adaptable attitude towards life events, allowing us to choose how we want to react and what role we want to play in the work of our own existence. That is why Epictetus, one of the most prominent Stoics, stated, "It is not the things in themselves that disturb us, but the opinion we have about things." Humor allows us to change our perspective, contextualize situations, and find the comic side even in the most difficult circumstances. This reminds us of other words of the wise Epictetus. Humor is the great solvent of human concerns. Furthermore, the importance of practicing self-care creates irresistible charm. Taking care of yourself amidst the vast landscape of everyday life, where demands and challenges are intertwined in an intricate web of responsibilities, becomes an energetic and bold act of self-determination. On this exciting journey towards self-actualization, self-care stands as the lighthouse that guides our ship through turbulent waters, reminding us of the importance of prioritizing ourselves in the midst of chaos. It's not simply an act of indulgence, but a fundamental necessity to cultivate our own inner strength and maintain balance between body and mind. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "What matters is not what happens to you, but how you act." This quote reminds us that self-care is not just about facing external challenges, but about how we face them from within. Think about how you can incorporate self-care into your daily routine. For example, you can set aside time for exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. How do these activities affect your overall well-being? Imagine this scenario. After a tiring day at work, instead of continuing to work late, you decide to give yourself a well-deserved rest. You realize that you need to recharge your batteries to face the challenges of tomorrow with renewed energy and mental clarity. In that moment, you are practicing self-care by recognizing your own needs and acting accordingly. Self-care encompasses a wide range of practices, from taking care of your nutrition and exercising regularly to spending time on activities that bring you peace and serenity, such as meditation or taking a walk in nature. By investing in these practices, you are investing in yourself, strengthening both your body and mind to meet life's challenges with grace and vigor. Think about how you feel when you eat nutritious meals and move your body with regular exercise. You feel more energetic, more alert, and more capable of facing the challenges that come your way. Likewise, when you take time to care for your mental health, cultivate calm and resilience through meditation or journaling, you feel more balanced and prepare to handle the stresses of everyday life. Self-care is not only an act of self-love, but also a powerful tool for navigating the turbulent waters of life with grace and inner strength. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You must be a warrior in the arena and a philosopher in the study." This quote urges us to cultivate both our physical strength and our inner wisdom, recognizing that true power lies in our ability to care for ourselves in body, mind, and spirit. Lastly, not being constantly available also creates irresistible charm. Without a doubt, not being constantly available is a vital skill in the complex art of human relationships. It's about finding the delicate balance between being accessible and preserving our own space, our independence, and above all, our self-respect. It's not simply about playing with artificial scarcity, but about authentically expressing the value we place on our time and energy. As the wise Marcus Aurelius said, He who embraces too much holds little. This phrase reminds us of the importance of not spreading ourselves too thin, of not always being available to everyone, but of focusing our energy on what really matters. Think about how you can set healthy boundaries in your relationships. For example, you can learn to say no to requests that you don't have time for or that don't align with your values. How does setting boundaries affect your relationships and your overall well-being? Imagine this everyday situation. After a long day at work, you come home exhausted and want a moment of peace to recharge your batteries. Instead of responding to every message or call immediately, you decide to reserve that time to take care of your emotional well-being. By setting this healthy boundary, you're not only respecting yourself, but also teaching others to respect your needs and your space. The balance between being available and cultivating our independence is like a subtle dance that requires our full awareness and deliberate intentionality. It's about understanding the importance of nurturing our personal relationships while honoring our need for growth, reflection, and renewal. You can schedule specific times during the week to connect with your loved ones, give them your undivided attention, and enjoy their company. But at the same time, be sure to preserve sacred space for yourself for your passions, hobbies, and personal projects that nourish you and help you grow as an individual. Ultimately, by consciously managing our availability, we are not only promoting greater respect and appreciation for our time and energy, but we are also helping to create a culture of reciprocity and mutual respect in our interpersonal relationships. True charm lies in the ability to connect with others on a level that goes beyond the superficial. Taking an interest in people, listening to their stories, and sharing your own experiences creates lasting bonds. It's about enriching the network of our human connections, where each encounter becomes a gift that must be valued and not an exhaustible resource. Passion and enthusiasm create irresistible charm. People who are passionate about life and their interests are naturally attractive. They have a magnetic aura that attracts others like moths to a flame. His contagious enthusiasm spreads like a wave of positive energy, infecting everyone around him with a renewed sense of joy and vitality. Just like a radiant star illuminates the night, a person's passion illuminates their environment, inspires others, and creates a positive and vibrant atmosphere. His fervor for life is reflected in his eyes, in his smile, and in every word he speaks. It's impossible not to feel irresistibly attracted by his enthusiasm, by his desire to live every moment to the fullest. In summary, an irresistible person possesses a deep understanding of themselves, is empathetic, passionate, intelligent, and has a good sense of humor. These qualities combine to create a magnetic presence that attracts and captivates others. By cultivating authenticity, mastering nonverbal communication, practicing etiquette, living in the present, engaging in active listening, guarding your privacy, pursuing knowledge, valuing empathy, embracing humor, prioritizing self-care, and carefully managing your availability, you can unlock your own irresistible charm. These principles, rooted in Stoic philosophy, offer a timeless framework for cultivating a life of purpose, connection, and genuine magnetism. It is this authenticity that generates a genuine connection with others, awakening a deep and lasting interest in them, cultivating your inner being and letting your natural light shine, captivating others with the unique essence that defines you. Embrace these qualities and watch as your relationships flourish and your influence grows, creating a ripple effect of positivity and inspiration in the world around you. I hope this journey has been enriching for you and enlightens you to enhance that irresistible charm that is in you. Tell us in the comments about the strategies that set you apart, how you make your presence even more impactful. Your opinion and recommendations are very important to our community. Thank you for joining me on this inspiring journey.